The Sony A7CII has been rumored ever since the A7 IV released. While that was over a year ago at this point, rumors recently have all but confirmed that the Sony A7CII is coming out this year. While it will probably be toward the end of this year, what can we expect when the Sony A7CII is announced? When the Sony A7C came out in October 2020, it featured almost the exact same specs as the March 2018 released A7 III. With the addition of a flip-out screen, as well as improved autofocus and touch tracking and color science. It was kind of controversial at the time because it was basically just an old camera in a new body. So should we expect the A7C II to basically be the A7 IV? Probably, but that's not a bad thing. According to Sony Alpha Rumors, a trusted source says that Sony has already reserved components of the A7 IV, such as the sensor, along with increased production of the A7C electronic viewfinder. I don't know about you, but it sounds like they're starting to prepare for production of the A7C II. So what does this all really mean? Should you wait to buy the A7C II, or should you just get the A7C or the A7 IV? The Sony A7CII will feature the same 33 megapixel sensor as the Sony A7 IV, as well as the IBIS. The body of the A7CII will be new, but it'll probably be slightly larger, probably to help accommodate the Sony A7 IV internals, and hopefully the heat dissipation, because the Sony A7 IV does have some overheating issues, while still featuring the same EVF as the A7C, which may be controversial to some people because it is really small. Now I think if Sony can fix the overheating issues of the Sony A7 IV with the A7C II, it will make it the easy choice when deciding which camera you want to buy. So let's hope that Sony has figured that out in the past 2 years. Some other things we can expect to come to the A7C II that the A7C did not have is the new menu system featured on Sony cameras, as well as active stabilization. Active stabilization makes a world of difference when you're shooting handheld video. Sadly, I think 4K 60 FPS will still be cropped, but if by some chance it's not cropped, that's just another reason you should 100% buy the A7C II over the A7 IV. I probably wouldn't count on it though. I think we can probably expect a black and silver model again. If by some chance they don't make a silver model, Sony would be making a huge mistake because I know myself, along with many other people, love the silver model and the kind of vintage, retro aesthetic look that it gives the camera. I know I would be really, really sad. Sadly again, I think we can expect the Sony A7C II to be more expensive than the original. The Sony A7 IV is around $2,500 new in the United States. Logically, I would say we can expect the A7C II to be very similar in price, but I think it may be slightly cheaper, probably coming in at around $2,300 new. I hope I'm wrong, but I'm just trying to be realistic. Since the A7C did have some new features that the A7 III did not have, can we expect any new features on the A7C II that the A7 IV does not have? Of course, this is all pure speculation, but I'm really hoping that the A7C II has a couple new features from the Sony A7R5. First being the brand new fully articulated screen, which is basically a combination of the old Sony tilt screen and the newer flip-out screen. I'm also really hoping that it features the AI-based autofocus of the A7R5. The last thing I'm really hoping that the A7C II has, which is on most newer Sony cameras, including the A7 IV, is the customizable exposure compensation dial. If I can program this corner dial to control my ISO, that means I will spend even less time in the menu changing settings, and I can spend more time focusing on taking photos. Personally, I'm really excited for the Sony A7C II. If you haven't seen my previous videos, I've basically built this YouTube channel around my love for the original Sony A7C. I'm really proud of the small niche community we have built around this camera on my YouTube channel, so I know if I'm excited, I know you guys are probably just as excited as I am. As soon as I can get my hands on one, you can expect many videos, but until then, I will keep you guys updated on all future Sony A7C II news. So maybe you've been thinking about buying a Sony A7C, but now with all of these rumors about the Sony A7C II, should you just wait? Well, I can't give you an answer just yet. I do have a video on my channel comparing the A7C and the A7 IV, which may be the closest I can give you to an answer until the Sony A7C II is out and I can actually make a video about it. Just let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and if you have any questions, I will be happy to answer them as best as I can. And let me know what features you want to see from the A7C II. What features could possibly be added to this camera that could make it your dream camera? I have my thoughts, so expect a video about that soon. But until then, thank you for watching the video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please like the video and subscribe to help support me so I can continue growing and reaching a larger audience. In the meantime, don't stress about what cameras are coming out, just enjoy the camera you currently have, and remember the most important thing is to go out and shoot.